Are you concerned about your community? Do you have a dream for your neighborhood? Discover the community action process.
Your neighborhood matters. How to get involved and engage your neighbors. There is always a need to build healthy neighborhoods. However, getting involved and engaging others is always a challenge. Community development specialists and researchers have long realized that neighborhoods matter. The question, however, is how to best engage residents and partner agencies on a consistent basis. The community action process described in this video includes a few simple key steps for developing place-based solutions to neighborhood-based problems. A self-sustaining community action process can be applied to achieve consistent community planning and implementation at the neighborhood level and keep residents moving towards achieving their goals. Here is how we learned from the experience of others. We successfully followed the community action process, which has been the key to the most successful community development work in many places all over the world. We begin by identifying community members, usually the community leaders, activists, or connectors, and then work with them to form a team. Next, we reach out to the people who have the motivation, skills, and qualities we need. People who have networks, people who can add value to the team and ensure that we have a common vision. They help us define neighborhood's purpose and broader vision. After teaming up, we begin communicating the broader vision of a healthy and safe neighborhood to all residents. This is where we discuss the vision and describe the future of our neighborhood as it fulfills our dream. We use these discussions to help illustrate a better neighborhood. To engage the maximum number of residents, we communicate our vision in many ways. We do flyers, we send out emails, we engage social networks, publish messages and newsletters from partner agencies, make phone calls, call community meetings, and use many other ways to communicate our message, including community newspapers, existing community outreach activities, various programs at the local health and resource centers for different age groups, casual conversations, radio, TV, websites, and posters. You might also want to use art, community festivals, drama, and photography opportunities. It is always easy to look at how other agencies spread their ideas and then team up with some to learn how to reach the people we need to touch. Community engagement starts at the individual and neighborhood levels. At the individual level, we usually begin with a general question. How long have you lived in this neighborhood? That gives us an idea about how well they might know the neighborhood. Then we ask people to name a few things they like about living in the neighborhood. We want to know some of the positive things and the strengths the neighborhood has. You may also ask, if they had a magic wand, what's one thing they would change in the neighborhood? The idea is to start with a positive and then ask a question that is geared more towards concerns or worries. After we find out about their neighborhood, then you could ask, what skills, interests, abilities, and education, etc. do you have that you could contribute to making that change? In this, there is an invitation for neighbors to get involved, to offer whatever they have to give. Finally, you may ask, if there are other neighbors who have the same vision and interest, would you be willing to partner with them? Again, the idea is to start positively by asking about their concerns, asking how they could contribute to solving those problems, and whether they engage other neighbors in solving the problem. This helps us identify community connectors or activists and builds trust among the residents. Now that we have organized a team and spread the word, it is time to start the neighborhood assessment phase. This includes active listening and basic information collection about assets in the neighborhood. We need to engage as many residents as possible and ask about their concerns and vision for the neighborhood. We can use many tools, including the neighborhood survey, to record people's responses, understand how they feel and view the neighborhood, and learn how they can contribute to solutions. We gather data, ideas, resources, and concerns through community meetings and phone conversations, and we set up open space events where people self-organize and contribute freely. During the course of this neighborhood assessment phase, we look for opportunities to engage more residents and gain their commitment. This enhances our efforts to progress toward establishing a sustainable community development process at the neighborhood level. The next step or phase of the process is the development of the Neighborhood Action Plan. The needs and issues identified are grouped according to similarities among the issues and are then prioritized based on the urgency and seriousness of the concerns. Neighborhood Action Plan is a contract for commitment by the residents and partner service agencies. The contract gives the process energy, where human commitment is the fuel that drives this development process forward. The needs and issues identified by residents are grouped according to similarities among the issues and are then prioritized based on the urgency and seriousness of the concerns. We use simple templates to record the neighborhood action plans. That can be as simple as filling in the blanks, such as issues, solutions, what, how, who, roles and responsibilities, and when. Once a commitment or neighborhood action plan is made and recorded, community members look for additional support where needed, and then move on to the next phase with confidence. This is the work, or the implementation phase. Now that we have completed the dialogue and gained support and commitment, we can move forward and act on the plan. This is where the work is more clearly defined and undertaken. Residents at the tenants or community association take on different roles, such as managers, public relations persons, organizers, and of course, the implementers, according to their ability, skills, and commitment, all to ensure transparency and accountability. This community engagement process concludes with the delivery of the set targets, which we set when we first teamed up, and evaluation of our work so we can begin again. Our reward is the neighborhood's trust and commitment for the future. An effective overview and evaluation of our progress lays the foundation for the next cycle. Now that we have delivered the goods and met the targets, it's time to celebrate before continuing the process again.
We rule, Benny. Yes, very important. Benny is the place to be. Yes, it
is. Reassessing the neighborhood, revisiting the action plan, expanding the vision, setting new goals and new targets, and preparing a new action plan. As William Arthur Ward has put it, if you can imagine it, you can create it. If you can dream it, you can become it. Borrowing from Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.